Welcome to the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. It is time now to have a nice little chat with one of our featured authors here with the Lindy Lou Adventure Series here on GMAP1.com. And of course, I will be, letting you know how you can get these publications for your children, for your bookstores, all of the churches. We want everyone to just show your love, care, concern, and support for this awesome young lady. I'm not going to do her any justice. I am really just going to get myself planned to share with you all of the wonderful things that we are presenting to each and every one of you around the world. GMAP1.com. Good afternoon, Mrs. Bender. How are you?
Good afternoon. It's so wonderful to be here, Pastor Kevin.
Oh
Thank
my.
you so much for inviting me.
And it is such a pleasure for us to be here with you as well. I tell you, I'm going to dive right in. I want you to do me a huge favor. Introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from. Give us a little history on who is this awesome author we have guest starring with us today.
Oh, well, first of all, I want to thank you for inviting me, and I want to say hi to everybody listening and watching today. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to meeting each and one of you. And my name is author Jeannie Bender, and I am a children's book author of the Lindy Lou Adventure Series books. I've been writing since I was in second grade, and this has turned into a career for me. I was born in a little town called Sheboygan, Wisconsin, and my career has taken me from this little town all over the world. So I decided, since I've been traveling to so many places in the globe, to share my stories over the shoulders and through the eyes of this little puppy named Lindy Lou. So I want to invite you all to come along for the ride.
And we, you know what, we are going to enjoy this ride. And I tell you, now the Lindy Lou series. Now I have to find out what's the root foundation behind it. How did it all get started for you?
Oh my gosh, I am so happy you asked me that question, Pastor Kevin, because Lindy Lou, as you can see, is a very cute little character in a book. But Lindy Lou was actually my real life puppy. And as you can see, we are on an adventure right here on a fast moving motorboat on a lake in San Diego, California. And Lindy Lou was such a sweet, trusting, adventurous spirit that I decided that I was going to name the book series after my puppy, Lindy Lou.
Mm. And we are so excited that you have made that decision. You know what? Let me first and foremost thank you for three reasons. Number one, thank you for accepting the invitation to be a part of our broadcast network family. We also want to thank you for allowing us to be a part of the Lindy Lou, the journey that you're on. And thank you so much also for being here with us on this afternoon. Now, we're role models to someone, and someone is always watching our every step. And they're saying to themselves, I have a book in me. I want to write books. I want to get into that arena of being able to provide my stories to people around the world. What words of encouragement would you have to share with an individual such as that today?
Oh, great question. You know, anybody can be a writer, but it isn't easy to be a writer. It takes a real commitment. And one of the things I've noticed is that there are a lot of writers that are very shy about showing their writing to others. So the first step is to practice, practice, practice. Start with something you love, a story about you, a story about your family. Write down your thoughts, whether it's in a prose or a poetry format, and then share it with your friends and your family and see what they think. I actually went through my teachers when I was in grade school, and they helped me hone in my writing skills so that I could become a better author. So you also have to be willing to take criticism and have people with talent help you make you a better writer. But the key is you have to have a passion in your heart. You have to want to share your story, and you have to be able to put it down in writing in a way that other people will enjoy it too. So it's commitment, and it's willing to take criticism, and it's also willing to share your stories with the world. And no matter what, don't ever give up, just like you'll learn about Lindy Lou.
Oh, I tell you, that is, oh my goodness, that is outstanding. Now, I know that there are going to be a lot of people who really they grab a hold of this conversation. They may be watching right now live on air, GMAP1.com. And for those of you that don't know, let me say that, of course, we have Miss Bender as one of our featured children's authors. All you have to do is go to GMAP1.com. We want you to click on the tab that simply says Children's Authors, Featured Authors. You'll see right there on the top all five of the current publications provided here. And we want you to click on it, and you will click on that and go to the location that will give you more intimate information and details about the author as well as the publications. Now, when they do that, and of course, they're going to show their love, care, concern, and support. But before I continue on that, I want to find out something. What's next for you on this journey? Can you share that with our viewers and listeners around the world?
I'd be happy to. The Lindy Lou Adventure series is actually going to be a 12 series books. There's going to be 12 books in the series, and every one takes place in a different month of the year. So in August, Lindy Lou was born, and you meet her brothers and sisters. She flies on an airplane to her forever home in book two, which takes place in September, and it's the book Up in Space. From Up in Space, she goes in October to a harvest time, a celebration on an organic farm. So you'll get to learn how farm families feed the world. And then in November, she goes to the big city, New York City, in Big City Magic, where she uncovers the secret of the Big Apple. And then in her On Ice book, of course, that one takes place in December. Lindy Lou is exploring the Arctic with a polar bear cub. And we find out that the Arctic has a lot more to offer. There are reindeer, and there are Arctic foxes, there are Arctic birds, and even walrus that she meets. So even though it is in the darkest time of the year, above the Arctic Circle, you meet a lot of very interesting characters. And in the Lindy Lou Adventure series books, right now you see five of them. There's eventually going to be 12. So the next book I'm writing is called uh, New Year's Eve Surprise, because it takes place in January, and it's going to be all about New Year's, and the surprise is going to be very special. Then there's a book called On the Moon. Is it really made of cheese? Which is going to teach you about the solar system and the world beyond the globe. There's going to be a book called Cherry Blossoms, which is going to take place in Japan. And we have a book in Europe. And the last book, number 12. Oh, there's also going to be one called Ride the Wave, and it's going to take Lindy Lou into the country of Mexico, where you're going to learn all about the fabulous cultures in Mexico. This book actually has some information about Canada in it, our neighbor to the north. And the last book in the series is going to be called Heroes. So come along for the fun. There are a lot more books to come, and I write one book every year.
Wow, I just cannot wait for the upcoming books to come out and be released. I tell you, and of course, for those of you that are chimed in right now, we want to encourage you that we're going to be inviting this great featured author back each and every week to discuss in general what each publication entails, what it consists of, what's the content in each book, so you can make that decision to show your love, care, concern, and support. Read them along with your children, purchase them, share them, put them on in your bookstore, all that great stuff. So I'm looking forward to having you back week after week after week to go in detail about each publication. Now I know there's also going to be some people out there listening, and they're going to say, well, I do want to show my support. I do want to purchase some of those publications. I do want to show that I care. And when you do so, I want to leave a review on places like Amazon. But what's the process if someone wanted to show their love, care, concern, and support for you and purchase a copy of your current publications? Not just one, but all.
Oh, thank you. Yes, the Lindy Lou books are everywhere. You can buy them on almost any platform, but Amazon is probably the easiest place to buy the books. You can buy one, you can buy individual books, you can read them in any order you like. They are chapter books, so they're easy to read and they have beautiful color illustrations inside. You can buy a 3 book set, a 4 book set, a 5 book set. You can also go on lindylou.com. That's LINDIELOU.com and purchase your books there as well. And we love, love, love Amazon reviews. I'm notified if you put up a review. I greatly appreciate them. We love, love if you contact the author, Jeannie Bender, on our website, lindylou.com. And we also offer a Lindy Lou challenge. If you take one of these books to your school and you have your teacher read it to you, or you read one of the Lindy Lou books, then your class can have a free video visit with author Jeannie Bender, and I will answer your questions. So
Wow.
there are many fun ways to enjoy the Lindy Lou Adventure Series books.
And of course, Jenny, we do not want to ever let them forget that you can also find out and purchase these publications through the GMAP Broadcast Network. We want to make sure that you click on that children's featured authors area. You will see a copy of the current publications that she offers each and every one of you. Click on it, and of course, it will take you to the necessary location to find out more details about the author as well as the publications. Now, I know in fact that for those that we may be role models to, they may want to reach out to you. They may want to talk to you and say, hey, Jeannie, how did you get started? What's the process? Do you have any resources? If someone wanted to reach out to you and talk to you more in detail, what would be that process? Is there an email, phone number, website? What would be the process for them to contact you directly?
Oh, thank you. I would love, love to hear from all of you. And I always respond when I receive a contact information request. You can easily find me at lindylou.com. There's a contact button. I also have an email address, jbenderbooks@gmail.com. That's books with an S on it. And regarding the resources, I'm so glad that Pastor Kevin asked, because did you know that in the back of every of the Lindy Lou books, we have the Lindy Lou song, which you can find on our website and sing along, but we also have quick quizzes for you and your class to learn more about the Lindy Lou books. We also have a section where there is a calendar of events. Now, the parents love this page for every month of the year where Lindy Lou goes to. So you can learn more about harvest time, the Midwest farming. You can learn more about the Arctic in the calendar section, what to do each year. We also have a fun facts section, which gives you more facts about the areas that we go. So there are resources in each one of the books, as well as on lindylou.com under the Parents and Educators tab. We have learning tools, we have coloring book pages, we have a game. So all kinds of resources for you to find at lindylou.com. GMAP.com.
Wow. And it's so exciting because it's not just a read. It's not just something that you pick up, read, and put back on the shelf and forget about it. It has a lot of things to do that will allow people to get involved, will allow children to get involved. And I'm just so excited to have you here and share that information with our viewers and listeners around the world. I'm excited that you're going to be back. We're going to be inviting you back week after week. So I want you guys pay attention to our broadcast schedule because of course we will be inviting her back to discuss each and every publication, and after that we're going to go into what's next and how you can get involved with your school, with your children, on making sure that you purchase and participate with them with the Lindy Lou series and all the great things that you have available to participate in your book publication. I love that. That is just fantastic. And of course, I am so grateful to have you. I thank you so much for again accepting the invitation to be a part of our platform and allow us to assist you in any way we can. And speaking of that, anytime or anything that you need from us, all you have to do is pick up the phone, give us a call, and let us know. We want you to know that the answer will always be yes, and you will never ever have to ask us twice. We appreciate that. We're going to help you put this information out there. Now, for those of you that may have missed part of this conversation, of course, it will be placed on our YouTube channel. It's going to be on Facebook. It's going to air on our weekly Comcast cable program. And we have more great things to come. So I'm telling you, you are going to hear so much about the Lindy Lou series and its author. We are just excited to be able to assist her in presenting this to each and every one of you. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move over and I'm going to let you come before I let you go and just share your closing remarks and final words with the viewers around the world. Exactly what has been placed on your heart to share with them. Lindy Lou is what I'm calling you, but it's Miss Bender, and of course, Jeannie, we are so grateful for you. I'm going to move over and I'm going to simply say, the floor is yours.
Oh, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate being invited to this incredible platform with wonderful Pastor Kevin and the GMAP1 network. I feel like some way this is going to reach so many people in so many wonderful ways. I actually retired from a career and started traveling some more and felt like there just was something else out there that I had not yet completed in my life. And I prayed about it and I listened and I tried to find a direction. And it came to me to write travel books. And then it came to me to bring them through Lindy Lou. And this beautiful chapter set of books is my last joy and pleasure in my life. I'm dedicating my life to this, the last chapter, my best chapter of my life, to bringing these beautiful, safe, lovely stories to children all over the world. And I want to thank you for encouraging me and supporting me. My journey has been all because of all the wonderful letters and cards and encouragement that I've gotten from everybody. You, my children, the readers, these are second and third grade reading level, but the teachers who are enjoying them and using them in the classroom, the parents who are bringing them to their children, the grandparents who bring them as gifts, and all my readers from age kindergarten as a read aloud all the way to adults and grandmothers who tell me there's so much in our books that we appreciate the words and learn something ourselves, because even though they're written for children, these books I have found out are being enjoyed by everyone. So I'm dedicating this part of my life to bring these books to you, and I can't thank Pastor Kevin and GMAP1 enough for helping me spread the word and bring these beautiful stories into your lives. Thank you so
Wow.
much.
And we thank you as well. Well said. We appreciate all of the gratitude and the partnership that has been allowed to take place, this divine connection. And we promise our viewers and listeners that we're going to do everything we can to present this awesome young lady to people around the world and the publications that she has available for your children, your grandchildren. And listen, don't forget, it is very, very important. Once you show your support and purchase this great collection of publications, please, if you do nothing else, leave a review. Let Amazon know. Let the publisher know. Let the author know that you appreciate what's being done. You appreciate what's being disseminated to people around the world. Keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing because it is going to make a difference in the lives of many, many children around the world. We thank you so much for joining us today. We will have this conversation recorded, aired, and presented on Facebook, on YouTube, on Comcast, and wherever else we can put it so that you will not miss a word of what has been shared on this afternoon. Until next time, Miss Bender, we want you to continue to be blessed. I'll be giving you a call here shortly just to go over some other details with you to let you know that we have your back. We support you, and we're going to do everything we can to help present this information and these publications to people around the world. We want you to have a fabulous day. Until next time, be blessed and be a blessing, and you have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon, okay?
Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody, for watching. I look forward to seeing you and meeting you again.